In this section, we're going to talk about showing models of multiplication of two decimals. So if I have 5/10 times 6/10. Remember, 5/10 is equal to 1/2. So we're really looking for 1/2 of 6/10. And if you just think, if I have 6/10 and I divide this group in half, it's really easy to see that I will have 3/10. So I'm going to show you another way to model 1/2 times 6/10 using these area models, and this is what is most commonly used. So to model 1/2 times 6/10, I'm going to start off by coloring in 5 rows. I'm going to start them this way. So I'm going to show 5 columns. I like using highlighters for these because it's really to see the overlap after you add the second color. So here are 5/10. And now the opposite direction. So vertically, I'm going to shade in 6/10. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to shade in everything here. And when you do this, as you can see, the pink and the yellow change to orange in this little corner here. And it really does a good job of showing you what the overlap is. So when I shade in 6/10 this way, you can see there's a section here that's been shaded twice, and my highlighters changed it to orange. So I have 5/10 shaded in vertically. I shaded 6/10 horizontally, and this double shaded area right here is my answer, which is 30/100. And 30/100 is equal to 3/10. I can drop it off and it's exactly the same. So when you're showing multiplication of decimals using these models, there's always going to be an overlap. Your overlap is the answer. It's how many hundredths are in the corner that's shaded twice. Also, it doesn't matter if I put 6/10 vertically or horizontally. I can flip it both ways. It makes no difference. I'm going to show you one more as an example, and then we're going to practice just doing these as a class to help us understand how the models are put together. So on this one, I'm going to show you 8/10 times 4/10. Well, I know 4/10 is close to 5/10, so I'm looking for an answer that's about half of 8/10. Half of 8/10 would be close to 4/10. So my estimate is going to be around 4/10. So when I get done, I can see if my answer is reasonable or not. So I'm going to start off coloring in, and this time I'm going to go horizontally first. I'm going to shade in 8/10. These are also nice because you can take care of almost a whole row just with one So you can see here, I've got 8/10. Now I'm going to shade in vertically 1, 2, 3, 4/10. I always have kids put the dots first because it's really easy to start coloring and overshoot it. If you put the dots first and then draw a box around where you're supposed to color, it will keep you from accidentally shading in the wrong number of rows or columns and keep you from making little mistakes. So I'm going to show 4/10 of 8/10. You can see here my highlighters have nicely changed this double shaded area to orange. And this creates an 8x4 rectangle, and you know from multiplying arrays, 8 times 4 is 32. So my answer is 32 hundredths. And 32 hundredths isn't that far off from 4/10, so I know my answer is reasonable. I hope this helps.